Sometimes you just know a dish by looking at the ingredients. In our family, recipes are everything and they're passed down like heirlooms, steeped in tradition and strained through every generation, like a good cup of chai. Hey besties, it's your favorite introvert, and on today's episode of What Did My Mommy Cook? It's a recipe that her mommy taught her. A very easy mint pickle. So mom just blends all the ingredients in a blender that were on the screen. She gives it a good blitz until it's nice and smooth, or as smooth as you would like it. All you could smell was the chili at this point. Next, she braises it on the stove and she just puts a pot on with a little bit of oil, some mustard seeds, and once it starts to pop, she adds in her onions, some dried chilies, and some curry leaf. Once that's going, she adds in the mint mixture that was in the blender and gives it a good stir. She also prefers to add peanut butter. You could do crunchy or plain, completely up to you, and gives it a good mix. She adds a sprinkle of salt. Once it's well combined, she puts the lid on, and in the words of my mother and my granny, you just let it go blip 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 until the oil comes up. Next, my sister made some raso, and she just started by roasting her dry spices, soaking some tamarind, and stamping some garlic with dhania. I feel like our culture has really come through with a recipe for every ailment and every craving. Next, she puts this in a coffee grinder and gets this nice and fine. You can put the extra in a container, and she's going to use some to make the raso. She starts off with some oil in a pan with dried chilies, the crushed garlic and dhania, and lets that saute for a few minutes before adding the dry spices and some turmeric. Next, she adds in the tomatoes and the curry leaf, and she smooshes that down with a little bit of water just to get it cooking. Once it's nice and cooked and combined, she adds in the tamarind water, and I really do feel like this is a personal preference on how thin or how thick you'd like it. And that was about that. She just let it reduce until it was the consistency that she prefers it, and this went absolutely amazing with some fresh chicken curry. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and don't forget to follow us for more wholesome cooking.